8086 assembly language programming for beginners. This video is for those who start learning assembly language programming of 8086. Open any text editor. So to comment something, you should start the line with a semicolon. My first program. Every program should have a code segment. You can give any name except the reserved words. I am giving my code, or I am naming my code segment as my code. Then you should use the segment, the assembly directive, which tells the assembler that there is a segment name my code is there. Then over every segment should have an end, so my code ends. And inside this, you can use this for anything. If it should be used as a code segment, you should tell the assembler through assume assembler directive. CS is the code segment register, CS colon my code. Now the segment named my code will be used as the code segment of your program. Otherwise it was just a segment, can be used for anything. If you want to use any variables in your program, you will be declaring in them in your data segment. You should have a name, my data. I am using the name my data segment, my data. So I should indicate the end of the segment, my data ends. Or let us add two numbers. Okay, so I should declare my first number n1. I am giving the variable name. Then I should decide whether it is byte variable or word variable or double byte double word, like that. So I'm declaring it as byte variable. So define byte db. Let us put some value in it, some 10. Then my second number n2 db defined by term, giving the value 20. Okay, now my data segment is over. Then I should tell the segment named my data should be used as the code segment of this program. For that, DSC, the data segment register, DS colon my data. Okay, so the data declaration is over. Next, we should initialize the data segment. Okay, so code segment will be initialized automatically, but data segment and other segments like stack segment, extra segment, they will not be initialized automatically. So we should make the arrangement. For that, you can't direct this segment register to take an immediate value. For that, because of that, you should move the address of data segment to some register. I'm using AX here. Then move DS comma AX. Now the data segment is initialized. Then I want to add N1 and N2. Okay. So you can't write add N1 comma N2. This is not possible because in an 8086 instruction, both these operands can't refer memory. Here N1 is a variable name, it refers to some memory, N2 also refers to some memory. It is not possible in 8086. At a time only one operand can refer memory. For that purpose, I have to take one operand. I am using the AL register AL comma N1. First operand for the first number to AL register, then add AL comma N2. Writing a comment, this will do AL equal to AL plus N2. Result will be stored in AL register. Okay. So now the sum is in AL register. AL register. Okay, now this program is over. I have to terminate this program with a return word. So in your main program, I will be writing in C program. In the main function, you will be returning some value. For the end of main function, you will be writing a return 0. Like that. I have to terminate this program with some return word. So move AH comma for CH. That is the interrupt function number, DOS interrupt function number for CH. Then AL comma 00H INT21H. If you want learn in depth what is 4CH and I21H, you refer the video on 8086 interrupts. Now after adding N1 and N2, the result is stored in AL register. The program is terminated. But I have to do one more thing. I have to indicate the physical end of this program and which is the first executable instruction in the code segment. For that, I will be using an assembly directory end which indicates the physical end of the program and a label which indicates which is the first executable instruction in this program. Now the program is over. You have a data segment. You can write comments using a semicolon at the beginning of the text. You have a data segment. You can use any name except the reserved words as the name of a segment. Then segment should end. Then through assume assembler directive, you will be telling which is your code segment and which is your data segment. You can declare many segments in your program, but you should tell which should be used as code segment, which should be used as data segment, and which one should be used as extra segment, which one should be used as stack segment through assume directive. Assembler directives, they are not execute statements, they are used to direct the assembler. Okay, now your program is over. You have to save it with extension .asm. I am giving the name first.asm. Let me check whether saved as .asm file. Yes, it is stored as first.asm. Then I want to translate it. For that, I'll be using a DOS box because TASM is a software which will not run in the 64-bit OS. So mount some drive letter. The directory c:/tasm is mounted on y:. Changing the drive. Then I am going to my directory. My program is there first.asm, and I want to translate it to y:/tasm/tasm.exe my first.asm. It translated without an error. Next, I want to make it executable. So let us check the directory. It has created the obj file. Then I have to link it first.obj. It linked without an error. We can see new files are created. See first.exe is there. I can give the name first.exe. Okay, you can't see the output on the screen because we have not given anything to display on the screen. Okay, so let us use another software, the debugger, the turbo debugger. So that we will be passing the first.exe and it is loaded. You can see the statements there. So let us do single step. Move AX comma my data was the first statement. Then move DS comma AX. Then move L comma num N1. Then add AL comma N2. That was the next statement. You can see the const N1 N2 here. It is their addresses. See now AL carry the value 0A. Okay. Zero A, that is 10, and after executing this instruction, content of AL will be changing. Okay, it is changed to 1E. 1E means 30. We were adding 10 and 20, so this result is 30. Now these are the statements to terminate the program. Move AH, 4CH, move AL, 00, the return code, then INT T1H. Those who want to learn in depth what is this 4CH and INT T1H, go to the video on 8086 interrupts.